Thank you, Kapil.
Thank you, sir. I think you're host now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Jayendra, sir.
Jai Jilendra Mahendran, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How was the trip?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Very good, sir.
You first you prepared to come, then you.
Yeah, I missed
Right.
it. Really, I missed it. But some
Oh.
circumstances changed, so I have to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came to know your daughter has been engaged, I think.
Yes, that is why. So actually, engagement is in April and wedding is in June.
Okay, where?
Chennai, sir. I'll come and invite you. Yes,
Chennai
sir.
only. Your sister
Okay.
also said that
Yes.
her daughter also engaged, no?
Yes, sir. My sister Jayanti's daughter
Yes.
also. Yeah.
She told me.
Yes.
Very good, nice, congrats.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. That's why I need to take a lot of leave. So my leave, I'm already on a kind of going to be on loss of weight. So
Last week, some 10, 15 days back, I met you, one of your relative. I forgot his name, I think. 1 second.
Okay.
In Birudur, I went for a death.
Oh, okay, Mr. Selvam, is it?
Not Selvam, or Appau.
Oh,
Dr. Padmaraj, he's my brother-in-law.
Okay, sir.
But Dr. Padmaraj, veterinary doctor, is my brother-in-law. His father expired. He
Oh, okay.
93, 94, like that.
Okay.
So I met one of your relative. I forgot his name. Immediately, I'm not able to recollect.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sri Lean, and he's in Bangalore, I think. So Bangalore, he's in Bangalore somewhere, I think so.
Oh, okay. Bangalore means the people, the Raja. Okay, I'll tell you, sir.
I can recollect after that.
Okay.
No, he's aged. He's about 55 or 60, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk to you, that's I mentioned your name.
Oh, okay.
That we are all doing Paramagam and all.
Okay.
Even Lattu husband perna. Swarnabhadram also is my relative.
Oh, okay.
With you now?
Yes, sir. You the Velur.
Well, Dharmarajan. Sir.
Rama.
Dharmarajan is my father's relative, close relative.
Yeah. இப்போ அங்க ஊர்ல தான் அண்ணா நகர்ல தான் இருக்காரு சார். இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக் அது வராருன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சிங்கப்பூர்ல வராரு.
Oh, he's on leave, huh?
ஆமா சார், ஆமா. Jayjanendra.
My wife Malti.
Okay, Jayjanendra ma'am. Yeah, I really missed going with all of you. So
Trip is very nice.
yeah, that's what Shobha ma'am said.
Very educative. Yeah.
Jayjanendra, sir.
Jayjanendra Malarvi ma'am.
Yes, sir.
நீங்களும் போயிருந்தீங்க, உங்க போட்டோ எல்லாம் பார்த்தேன்.
போயிட்டு yes, sir. Very, very nice trip.
Yes.
We are
Very active member அவங்க மலர்விழி.
அது சரி, அப்படிலாம் இல்லை சார்.
She'll climb any height.
Okay. That's good.
Not like that, sir.
நானால ஒரு இடத்துல அது I kept
Pradeep has joined today. Thanks for joining, Pradeep. And Saurabh-ji.
Thank you. Jayjanendra, everyone.
Jayjanendra, everyone.
Saurabh-ji, Jayjanendra.
Jayjanendra Ramkumar, sir. Jayjanendra Mallavi-ji.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jayjanendra Guna ma'am.
Jayjanendra Guna, ma'am.
Jayjanendra, sir.
Jayendra Gune ma'am, Ramkumar ma'am.
Jayjanendra, ma'am.
I feel after a long gap, see the kids are after vacation they are joining school now like that. I feel.
Jayjanendra Shobha ma'am.
Jayjanendra, my friend, sir. How are you doing?
All good.
Jayjanendra Shobha ma'am.
ஜெயஜினேந்திர ராம்குமார் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Fine. Doing well.
Good, good. இருங்க வரேன். I'm putting the earphone. ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
Shobha madam, Jayjinendra.
ஜெயஜினேந்திர
Jai Jinendra, Shobha ma'am.
ஜெயஜினேந்திர Saurabhji, how are you all doing?
Very good. We're eager to hear your experiences of the last week.
Oh, it was what we call.
She is the leader of her group, no?
No, I'm not
She
leader
has
or
taken a lot of
anything.
classes. She has given a lot of views. She has given a lot of lectures.
That's good.
And
know
you
what?
all are Abel's followers as well.
So
Yeah.
many people are honored to have
He's
them.
a very great inspiration. for
Malar
all
ma'am.
of us.
No, ma'am.
You know what? I at one time in my young life, I had a poster in my house, and that poster said, "Don't walk ahead of me; I will not follow you. Don't walk behind me; I will not lead you. Walk beside me and be my friend." And I have followed that all my life.
Okay,
And
ma'am. Please send
and
it
I-
through WhatsApp, these lines. Okay? It's very nice.
Jayajinendra ma'am,
Very.
the trip was very good. We climbed a lot of hills, but what was surprising was I never expected to see such beautiful heritage of our Jainism there, and also the efforts taken by the Muni Maharaj into preserving these heritage and also creating new ones for posterity, like the one in Kundalpur, which was copied by the Ayodhya Mandir, which had more muscles to do it faster, is an amazing thing. It only goes to show the vision, and it's a kind of a thing like it is also an acceptance by the Muni Maharaj to say, okay, I'm an ascetic acharya, so I should renounce everything. But he did his job, his duty as a acharya, leading the people, taking his flock, and ensuring that the future generations will be interested in continuing the tradition of Jainism, understanding it. And though sometimes I felt, I questioned myself. This is very ostentatious, so elaborate. Like the one in Jewel Court was almost like any of the European cathedrals, Vatican kind of, very ostentatious and big. But then we also, when you go deep into it, this is the Moksha Marg. It talked about that. I remembered Stulabhadraya's, Chaturmas in the dancing girl's house, where all paintings were there. But he managed to control himself and successfully came out of the Chaturmas with Vairagya. And this is one way, you can say this is a distraction, because in Samosaran, also you have a lot of dances, music and everything at the lower levels. This is to filter the wheat from the chaff. That means if you don't have it in you, or you are not ready enough to go towards the spiritual seeking, then so be it. You get filtered at that end. But those who, in spite of all of it, go towards the path seeking for their liberation and ultimately reach the Samosaran of the Tirthankar, that is the Vairagya, Vitaragta that one has to develop. And these kind of things are justified in being made. Like at one time I said, why are we wasting so much money in all these grandiose projects kind of thing? But then when I sat and thought about it, I said, this is probably the reason why it has been done. This is to filter all the the wheat from the chaff. And even those who are really interested, maybe a handful, but at least it sort of benefits the society kind of thing, and also tells people this is the pathway to moksha, and you need to know the luxuries, you need to know the grandeur before you renounce it. That's why the kings were Tirthankaras. They had everything, but they had the determination to renounce it. See, a pauper renouncing is no great stuff because he has nothing. What is there to renounce? It's the easiest line of least resistance. But a Chakravarti or a king who has everything, who renounces it, that is a great thing, right? So this is the lesson I took from this trip.
Very inspiring summary, ma'am. Very inspiring summary. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Jai Jinendra.
Jai
Jai
Jinendra.
Jinendra, ma'am. Oh, Jai
Jai Jinendra,
Jinendra,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Rajal, it's
Rajal.
Rajal. अच्छा, first I just wanted to ask Mahendran sir कि Moodle का जो first semester, second semester is not opening only. Is there anything we can do about that? I just wanted to listen.
The exams or the
Bye.
recording.
No, for recording, yeah, the Moodle recording which we used
Recordings
to.
are not in the Moodle. Those are. I will send you the link. They are in a different place. I will send you the link.
Okay.
Those are all only audio links, but you should be able
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
It was not opening, so yes. And which is the book we are doing? Is this the book?
Purushartha
Yeah.
Siddhopaya.
This
Yes.
one, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
so many books have come all in Hindi now. I'm also getting confused.
I don't have you all got the books? I haven't got the books.
Yesterday
I
I
have not
received.
received the book, ma'am.
Yeah. Yesterday I received.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, everybody.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra Ram sir. All cold and all gone.
Yes.
Abhay is down with fever.
Oh dear.
A lot of detox happening. Lot of
Are you
detox happening.
are you on the fruit diet?
On and off, I put him on a fruit diet. On and off, he goes back to his diet. So his body is struggling with both the diets. Whether I should listen to Priya ma'am or Abhay sir, the body is confused. So he had bread and chai and all, no, 1 week over there. He's not used to having all that. So temptation. So then now he's suffering. He's himself telling, I did that, so it happened. Then 2 days we were in the AC. We are not used to AC now. We never, even though we have AC at home, we hardly use it. It's only for the guests who come and all that. So it's good. In a way, it's good. Chalo. Even I have got a lot of detox happening because we really worked hard, like kind of climbing all the mountains, and we were exerting in 7 days traveling to 8 days traveling to 22 places, no rest, always on the move. So body is repairing, I mean, all kinds of repair work happening inside. So that's good. You should exert. All Tirthankars walked, all Tirthankars climbed, all Tirthankars stood in meditation. They never sat. Never sat means on and off they sat. Whereas we are only eating and sitting, eating and sitting. They never did that. So they evolved. They were evolved beings so they could do that. They did that and then they further evolved. So we all should be on the path of evolution. Yes.
Ma'am, I don't have time to detox myself.
No, these are all lame excuses. These are all lame excuses. Where there
Ma'am,
is a will, there's a way.
I have an exam to look forward to.
June month, the Kausila madam is going to go for a trip for detoxification. Why not you join Shobha ma'am?
June, I'm not here, Ram Kumar sir. June is my time for grandchildren.
Ma'am, yesterday I met Kausalya ma'am because of my I am suffering from back pain, ma'am. So many mountains are climbing and everything. Yesterday I met it. I met her.
Then
Then next week onwards, I am taking the
15 days detox plan.
yes, ma'am.
You will be fine. Don't worry. You're in the safest hands.
Because of you only, I yes. That day you told no, go and see Kausalya madam.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just next door, okay? My house is just near her
Yes.
place. You can drop
She
him.
told everything. Ma'am. Yesterday you went to university, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Only I am not coming your house.
Okay. Next time when you come down, let me know.
Okay,
Come
ma'am.
down.
Hmm.
Okay. Chalo. Yes. Anybody else?
Saturday you got holiday, no, ma'am?
But there was a academic council meeting and elections at the university, so I had to turn up.
Okay, ma'am.
So I was there.
Okay.
Otherwise, Saturday I'm at home only,
Yes.
doing all the other menial works that is piled up for a week.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we are all in semester 7, if I'm right. So first of all, congratulations to everybody to have completed 3 years of Parmagam. I hope it must have been an enlightening journey. Where is our Paras Bhai? Not to be
Yes,
seen.
ma'am. Thank you. With all your blessings and help, we have done it.
Yes, Raju. I'm
Ma'am.
always there for those who are for Jinwani. Whose heart beats for Jinwani, Priya ma'am's heart beats for them. Just to help them and how we have been helped and escorted and guided. And we feel blessed. We want you to have the same feeling. Okay. Chal. So very simple. Jinwani is very simple. Be yourself. You are a consciousness. Just be conscious. Just know, just see. You're a Purush. But you have to do it sadhana and make it siddhi. Siddhi means you have to accomplish your pure state. The pure state is here and now, but it is veiled and obscured and covered by all these foreign matter, which we call sometimes as karma, sometimes as kashai. I know. So you have to remove you don't have to remove all the foreign matter. You have to just realize yourself and all the foreign matter will get dispelled. So that is the Siddhi ka upay. I know. Siddhi means accomplishment, the path of accomplishment, path of purification. So we have a very beautiful text written by none other than the great Amrit Chandra Acharya, who has also written the Atmakhyati Tika on Samaysar, all that we have discussed. And I think we finished up to 12 verses in the last class, if you can tell me.
11, ma'am. We completed
11.
Okay, only 7 we could complete. Chal. So, I've
11.
already, bolo.
11.
11, I think. 11, 12, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
11,
Yeah,
ma'am.
11.
Okay,
Madam, we
just give me a
haven't
minute.
done
Somebody
prayer,
at the
madam.
door. Do the prayer, do the prayer.
मोक्षमार्गश्च नेतारं देतारं कर्मभूभृतां दातारं विश्वतत्त्वानां वन्दे तत्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तत्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तत्गुणलब्धये जय जिनेन्द्र
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
पहले दादा तो ऐसे ही करो, जल्दी जल्दी करो. तुम डालो कि सारे 5-10 मिनट बाद शाम देना.
फिर अभी ठीक है
नहीं नहीं अभी नहीं चाहिए.
ठंडा हो जाएगा तो अच्छा नहीं रहेगा.
Okay, so sorry about it. Just one urgent work. So this Purusharth Siddhi Upay, again Purusha Siddhi Upay. Purusha means Atma. Which Atma? The Atma that is absorbed in the Atma. Purush ka jo sevan kare. And it is told on what page number it is told, page number. I told you the other day. Purush ka meaning is given very beautifully. Somebody can tell me. Wait, I will tell you. Don't forget that page. Don't forget that page. Just give me, where is it? आगे आता है. We finished that part. Page number 35. Purushah Chidatma Asti. Purushah Chidatma. You have Chidambaram Rahasyam in Tamil Nadu. Ambar means sky. Chit also means like vast, like the sky. And empty of all non-soul things. In the consciousness, there is only consciousness. Like in water, there are only the properties of water. Likewise, in the consciousness, you have the properties of related to the consciousness, like Gyan, Darshan, Sukh, and all that 47 energies of the pure soul that you can read in Samay Sar. And 1008 names of Vishnu or Jina are nothing but the qualities of this Chidatma. Okay, they all refer to that divinity that is inbuilt in our Atma. Clear? That is called the Chidatma. Asti, Asti, hai. No use saying hai without realizing it. Even a mental person can say, I am Atma. Okay, so, and in that, Uttam Chetana Guno mein Swami hokar pravartan kare. One who experiences that Chidatma is called Purusha. Is called as Purusha. Okay? And one who masters it, one who manifests it is called as Purusha. Swami, he's called as Nath. Nath. Nath means, you have no Ajit Nath, Sambhav Nath. So they are all the Nath of that Chidatma. They are enjoying being in that Chidatma. Nothing else gives them happiness. Because there is no happiness anywhere. They know that happiness they are experiencing. So here, when they say Purushartha Siddhi Upay, you are also that Purush. You enjoy it. So uski Siddhi ho jayegi. It will be accomplished. We are not enjoying it. We are enjoying the material pleasures, material related Gyan. But we are not understanding the Gyan Swabhav as such. The representative characteristic of Chidatma is Gyan. And only through Gyan you know the Chidatma. You know the Darshan, you know other qualities, etc. So we keep Gyan first and we try to understand the nature of Gyan so that we understand the nature of Chidatma and accomplish it and become liberated and come out of the cycle of transmigration. As simple as that. That's all. Everything else is practice. Everything else is your belief system. Jinvani is this much only. No use telling I've read 100 books. I've done 50 hours of Swadhyay. No, what have you accomplished? What have you realized? Where have you reached? And have you set your goal? Etc. etc.
Ma'am,
Okay.
can I ask you a question?
Bole.
This why have the qualified Atma as Chid Atma? What does Chid mean in
Chid
this
is
Chidatma?
Chaitanya. Chid is Chaitanya. Chetana. Consciousness.
But
And
that is
Sanskrit Sandhi is there.
no, but Chaitanya is part of Atma, no? So why are they separately taking it out?
No. Chaitanya is not part of Atma. Atma is equal to Chaitanya. Atma bolo ya Chaitanya bolo. Atma
Yes.
is characterized by Chetana Lakshan. Lakshan, characteristic. Like sugar is characterized by sweetness. You can't separate both. So Atma is all over consciousness only. In English, we say consciousness. In traditional terminology, we say Atma. And you say Chaitanya. They all mean the same. Only the terminology is different. What is Atma without Chaitanya? Nothing. Chaitanya ko hi Atma bolte.
So, is there a particular reason why they've qualified it as Chidatma in this?
No.
Why?
Chit plus Atma, when Sandhi happens, it is Chidatma. Chit, ta, a, when they join together, it becomes the. Like Samyak Darshan, when you join, it becomes Samyag Darshan. Sandhi hua hai wahan par. Otherwise, it is Chaitanya Swarup Atma. Chaitanya Swarup Atma. The Atma is of the nature of Chaitanya. Nature of Chaitanya. It is not with Chaitanya. You know, like I am with a bag. That means bag is different, I am different. But Atma itself is Chaitanya. It is not that it is having a luggage of Chaitanya. It is characterized by Chaitanya. It can be known by the Chaitanya Swabhav. Okay. Okay. If you remove the sweetness from the sugar, it is not sugar at all. It is something else. Likewise, if you remove the Chaitanya from the Atma, there is no Atma. Atma is Chaitanya only. Chaitanya only means along with Chaitanya, all the infinite properties. Now, this Chaitanya, bolo.
My question here is, they could have very easily said Purushaha Atma Asti, right? But instead they have said Purushaha Chid Atma Asti. So is there a connection between Purusha and Chaitanya that they are trying to bring it out in this? Is there any special reason for it?
Okay. Listen. Purusha is Atma. But what kind of Atma? Like when I say Purushaha, sugar asti. But what kind of sugar? Full of sweetness, full of this, full of that. That is what they are trying to tell when they say Chidat. Purusha is Atma. But what kind of Atma? They have given one more adjective to it. Qualification, characteristic of it. Okay. And when you say Satchidanand, Sat Chitanand. So Atma Purushaha Asti. That is the existence. Sat. It is existing. It is an element which cannot be seen by the eyes, heard by the ears, smelled or tasted, but it exists. It is a source of all knowledge and activity and everything. Source. If the source is not there, how the current will flow in your house, how the water will flow in your house, it comes from the source. Likewise, all learning, all knowing comes from the Atma. Okay? So that is the existence, Sat. And it is Chit. And there is Anand in the Chit. There is Anand in the Chit. Sat, Chit, Anand. That is also, you can say, Purushaha Sachidananda Asti. That means you're qualifying it in more two ways. Existence and bliss. Here they have taken only the Chit.
Yeah,
okay. And this Chit operates through Gyan and Darshan. Upyog Lakshan. So Gyan and Lakshan is the operative consciousness. You know, Gyan and Darshan are the operative consciousness. How it operates? All things operate, no? Sugar, salt, through their qualities. Like that Atma has got these characteristics of Gyan Darshan. So every moment Gyan Darshan is happening. You don't do that Gyan Darshan. Sahaj mein ho raha hai. You sit and do nothing, yet Gyan Darshan is happening. That is its nature. Ever it is. In Nigod also it was doing Gyan Darshan. Doing matlab, it was operating through Gyan Darshan. And in Moksha also Gyan Darshan. But in the Moksha state, that Gyan Darshan is in the purest state. Whereas in Nigod state, that Gyan Darshan is operating, but that Gyan Darshan is not aware of itself. It is veiled by all delusion and all these things. So that Atma is searching for happiness outside. It is fearful. All that Mohniya Karam ke 28 divisions you can. It is unaware of itself. Since when? Since Anadi Kal. This is how it is found in the Sansar. How gold is found as an alloy. Alloy, no, you understand it is found in the mines with all the impurities. With the impurities. Gold is gold only. But that is not worthy, of making an ornament or keeping it in your cupboard or whatever it is. You have to remove all the impurities, make it a nice biscuit or an ornament, and then you hold it with pride or whatever it is. So the same thing with Atma. So Atma is found in Sansar with all the impurities of karma and kashai. There is no beginning to it. It is like that only. Nobody made it like that. Since Anadi Kal, Atma is found with the karmas. You can't say karma came first or Atma came first. That I think you all know. It is like that. That's all. Now what to do? Now realize it. And that realization can happen only through the fire of meditation. Only through the fire, the gold will remove all the impurities. When you subject the gold to the fire, all the impurities and the gold will be separated. So faster the heat, intense the heat, very soon the purity will happen. So for somebody, it can happen within an Antar Muhurat, and the impurities can be separated from the Atma, and that Atma can get Keval Gyan in one Antar Muhurat. That's it. Antar Muhurat is also a long time. 2 Muhurat, 48 minutes is also a very long time. Within Antar Muhurat, it can happen. How fast and how brisk and how intense and how thick the realization is. That fast the karmas will leave it. For somebody, it may take a longer time. Many births, many years, many months. But the direction has to be correct. The goal has to be set. Without goal setting, walking is, you don't reach anywhere. You go round and round and round. We do all the kriya, we do puja, we do upvas, we do vratas. But for what? You think you keep doing this, you will get moksha? No. All these are to absorb in the pure soul. So when you absorb in the pure soul, you're not thinking of food. So upvas is happening. When you're absorbed in the soul, your indriya are not bothering you. So indriya nigraha happens. You're absorbed in the pure soul. So your chitta does not wander outside. So prayashchit happens. When you're absorbed in the pure soul, you're understanding your pure soul. So swadhyaya is happening. All the 12 will happen when absorption in the pure soul happens. And without the realization of pure soul, neither samyak darshan will happen, nor samyak gyan will happen, nor the charitra will become samyak, nor your tap will become samyak. I think all very powerful, power-packed sentences have come out today. Your punya is so high. Because of your nimit, these things are coming out. Yes, Saurabh-ji. You want to say something?
Yeah, ma'am. No, I said got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So these kind of things are there in all the beautiful texts written by such great acharyas. We should owe so much to these acharyas, See, of course, the Tirthankars have revealed, they have gone. But from the Tirthankars, how it has come down to us, through these acharyas, who followed it, who believed it, who practiced it, and then presented it to us. Had they not been there, how the Tirthankar Vani would have come to us? I always gave importance to Aryan Sat Bhagwan. There's no role for acharyas. But after reading these beautiful texts, I realized had Kundakunda not been, Amritchandra Acharya not been, and Shubhachandra and all these people, Mantung Acharya, how we would have got this literature? How you have, Tirthankars never wrote anything for us. They simply told and they went off. Right? So they have, unhone usko, like a beautiful garland, they have given us the things. So this is the Shabda Brahma. And from this, and you should not be stuck up with this. You have to go beyond it and realize the real Brahman. Clear? Chale aage. If I keep talking like this, portions will not complete. So I have to come back to the portions. So we have done around 11 verses. And what is there in the 11? Please listen to the previous recording. And now in 12, they are going to talk about what is the What is the methodology to accomplish the Purusha? Okay? Upai means methodology. Siddhi means accomplish. And Purusha means Atma. How to accomplish the Atma? They are going to talk about this throughout the text. Okay, throughout the text, this is the bottom line. Now, shlok number 12. Jiva, see, I have to read it for myself. I know you don't understand the Sanskrit or Hindi or whatever it is, but I do that for myself. Jiva kritam parinamam nimitta matram prapadye punaranye swayameva parinamate atra pudgalaha karma bhavena. That means the jiva. Now, see, one question you have to take up very beautifully. Who is the karta of rag? Is it the Jeev or is it the Pudgal?
Jeev.
Okay, Jeev. If Jeev is the karta of rag, then it will never be liberated. It is a karta, no, of rag.
Yeah.
Okay, if Pudgal is the karta of rag, then why does the Jeev suffer? Clear?
Yeah.
The Jeev is also not the karta of rag, and the Pudgal is also not the karta of rag. There is a causal relation, nimit naimetik sambandh. Because of the nimit of Jiva, the rag is happening. And because of the nimit of Pudgal, the Jiva is doing the rag. They are not the karta and karma. Hello? Am I there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
थोड़ी देर के लिए
could
आप
you
लोग सब free
repeat
हो जाओ.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you repeat the last sentence, ma'am? That is
Yeah.
nimit naimetik sambandh.
Yes, yes. So, for example, let us take an example. Is Priya ma'am the doer of this lecture? From Vyavhar point of view, we will say yes.
Yes.
But from the Nishtay point of view, we will say that because of your nimit, the nimit of the students and the Bhasha Vargana Pudgal that have to come, this talking is happening, whereas Priya ma'am is only a knower and seer. Priya ma'am is Chaitanya. She is a consciousness. Gyan, Darshan only are its properties. So Gyan, Darshan is happening. The doing, the talking is by the nimit of the class or students or time or whatever it is. I am not the doer of this lecture. From the Vyavhar point of view, yes, I am the one who is giving the lecture. But from the Shuddha Nishchay point of view, I'm only consciousness and I'm only knowing that a lecture is happening. So understand? So Pudgal, Bhasha Vargana Pudgal is the doer, but the nimit is Atma. So Atma is doing, but the nimit of the Pudgal has to be there. Like for example, somebody is on the deathbed. They want to talk, but they're not able to talk. Why? Bhasha Vargana Pudgal are not supporting. That Punya is not supporting them to talk. So because the Atma is not the one who talks, that time also on the deathbed, knowing, seeing is happening. But talking is not happening. Because that energy which assists in talking is absent. Pudgal ki energy is absent. So even though consciousness wants to talk, so now the consciousness does not want to talk. It is a rag that wants to talk. That time also the consciousness is conscious of that I want to talk. That is the delusion. It thinks, oh, I'm not talking, so I'm suffering. Delusion is also playing. Pudgal is also playing. Consciousness is also there. All three are separate, but they are intertwined in the causal relation called nimit naimetik sambandh. Rag is the doer of rag. Pudgal is the doer of Pudgal. Consciousness is the doer of consciousness and not of each other. Ek dravya dusre dravya ka kuch nahi karta. Dravya karma is not the doer of bhav karma. Bhav karma is not the doer of dravya karma. Atma is not the doer of all this. But you have to understand, if you are not the doer, why the karmas come behind you? And jaisi karni, vaisi bharni. As you sow, so you reap. You have done the rag, so the karma will come after you. So somewhere you are the doer. To prove the existential world, we say you are the doer. But to take you to the spiritual world, we tell you, you are not the doer. So you have to relatively understand these statements. Bolo,
But-
Saurabh sir.
You answered my question, ma'am. The question was the same. Going back to your question, if a disciple asks the teacher, who is the doer of Rag, is the Jeev or the Pudgal, then from explanatory perspective, would the teacher say neither of them, or would he explain the way you just last explained us?
Yes, he should apply the relativity Syadvad and explain it. Otherwise, he also is not
Confusing.
understanding and the student also will not understand.
Okay.
So
That's what I
Syadvad is
wanted
the
to get.
signature of Tirthankar Bhagwan. See, when I say you are a father, at the same time, you are also a son. You're also a
Yes.
citizen. You're also a Jain. You're also a Parmagam
Yes.
student. But
Yes.
from different aspects. At the same time, when I say the Jeev is the doer of Rag, at the very same time, it is not the doer of Rag.
Right.
From another aspect.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Shobha.
Thanks.
you said the Nimit is both the Atma as well as the Pudgal. Is that right?
Yeah. See, for the Pudgal to act, Atma's presence is the Nimit. And for the Atma to act, the Pudgal presence is the Nimit. Presence. For the class to be quiet, the principal's appearance is the Nimit. He merely appeared and the class became quiet. He did not even tell them, shh. Nothing, no action happened. Just by his mere presence, things happen. This is the Nimit Naimetik Sambandh. Okay. So I told you, no, there was one girl, Ritu, just last year she passed out. What a beautiful dissertation she did on Sambandh, 80 types of Sambandh. And I've told her to do a PhD on it. From Tirthankar Mahavir University. She was good at Hindi. She was an Atmarthi student. And then she did MA with us, but she had English problems. But her Hindi was good. Her concept clarity was good. Her Pursharth was good. So I said, take up this topic and do it. And she took it up. And when we started, we thought there are only 4-5 kinds of Sambandh. Gay Gyayak Sambandh, Nimit Naimetik Sambandh, Ek Kshetra Avgah Sambandh, Sayog Sambandh, Tadatmya Sambandh, Bhavya Bhavak Sambandh, etc. When we started with 10. But she thought she'll find 20, 25. But she found 80. You know? So there's no end to learning.
Ma'am, but coming to this Nimit Naimetik Sambandh, so if Atma is the Nimit for Pudgal and Pudgal is Nimit for Atma, so the Naimetik is also interchangeable, right? When the Pudgal is Nimit, Atma will be the Naimetik, no?
Yes. All this we have studied in our Nimit Upadan book.
Yes.
In the Nimit Upadan book, very nicely it is told.
But it is interchangeable. It happens either ways all the time.
Yes. Pudgal is a Nimit for Atma, Atma is a Nimit for Pudgal. And not the Karta Karm for each other. See, you have to understand, the Karta Karm are there in the same Dravya. Atma is the Karta, Gyan is its Karma. Like milk is the Karta and the curd is the Karma. And the person who put the little curdling is only a Nimit. There's no relation between the milk and the person. Karta Karm Sambandh nahi hai. Nimit Naimetik Sambandh. If not this person, another person will come and do the curdling. Little bit of curdling. You put a mirchi or something, you put it turns sour. The milk turns sour. So even though the milk is sweet, the sourness quality is hidden in it. So it comes out at the time of curdling. Okay. So even though the Atma is having all the kashai, the potential to be Keval Gyani is hidden in that Atma. But with the Nimit of Dev Guru Shastra ka curdling, it becomes a curd itself. It becomes the Bhagwan itself. That is the role of Dev Guru Shastra. In their presence, the milk gets converted into curd. In its presence, the milk gets converted. Likewise, in the presence of Dev Guru Shastra, we enlighten ourselves. They don't enlighten us. But without their presence, how will enlighten ourselves? Clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
like this verses will come. Jiva Kritam Parinamam. So the Jeev is the doer of its Parinama. The Shuddha Jeev is the doer of Gyan Darshan Parinama. But the Karma Sahit Jiva is the doer of Ragadi Parinama. Okay, Nimitta Matra. So because of the Nimitt, the Jeev is doing the Raga Dvesha. The Jeev, Shuddha Jeev doesn't do it. Because of the previously associated karmas, the rag will come up. The Jeev is only a knower and seer of it, but it doesn't understand its knower, seer nature. So it gets carried away by the raga. And it gets conditioned by it. Okay? So now when it does that, the karmic particles come to the soul and they get converted into Jnana Varni Adi Karma. This is how the association of Jeev and Pudgal happens. First, the Jeev is not aware of its Chidatma. It is enjoying the Raga. It thinks that Raga will give him happiness. So, in turn, so there are no free lunches in the universe. You do any action, there will be a karmic association. That is a gift you get from nature. That is a punishment or whatever it is. You get another existence. You get another birth. So you are your own creator. Right? You are the creator of your pure soul nature also. And you are the creator of Rag also. You are the creator of rebirth also. So from the Shuddha point of view, you are only the doer of Gyan. From the Ashuddha Nishchay point of view, you are the doer of Rag. And from the Vyavahar point of view, you are the doer of rebirth and pot and chapatis and business and all kinds of material. So even though you are the doer of chapatis, you are not the doer of chapatis. So even though you are doer of Gyan, you are not the doer of Gyan. So Rag is there, no karma is happening. So all this is khichdi inside. So without the application of Nayas, you cannot get the view of reality, that is Praman. Samyak Gyan nahi hoga. Okay, समझ में आया थोड़ा, समझ में आया थोड़ा भी आया तो बहुत है.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
है ना, बहुत नहीं आया तो भी थोड़ा आया तो भी बहुत है. थोड़ा थोड़ा.
Ma'am, this viewpoint changes practical life में भी मैम. नहीं तो है ना, दिन भर भी complain at the end of the day, सब काम मैं करती हूँ. When ये apply करने से है ना, that वो मैं वो practically वो खत्म हो जाता है. And जब when there is a conflict at home या somebody is somebody hurts you, तो आके जब ये apply करे ना मैम, तो आके सामने वाले के प्रति वो जो द्वेष या आके you feel बुरा लगता है, वो melts, वो practically हो रहा है मैम.
हाँ, वो अनंतानुबंधी नहीं होगा. When you apply this Gyan, the first thing that you will strike is the Anantanubandhi Kashai. It gets striked.
And it's
and
a
now
beautiful.
आप अपने कषाय को लंबा नहीं कर रहे हो.
Yes, ma'am. So practically ये सब हो रहा है तो ज्यादा समझ में आ रहा है, तो आके आ भी जाए गुस्सा या हर्ट तो तुरंत वो हो जाता है. So this experience itself is a beautiful journey. वो सिर्फ परमागम और आप लोगों के निमित्त से हम सबके, I'm sure हम सबके जीवन में हो रहा है.
Very good, very nice.
I'm very
See,
happy, ma'am.
Whenever anything happens in this world, it doesn't happen according to our taste. We want things to happen in one way, but they are destined to happen in another way. So there will be a friction. There will be a conflict in the mind only. All this happens in the mind only. So the mind is worried, the mind is anxious, but immediately the Gyan comes to its rescue. This is how things are to happen. You be calm, be quiet, let go. Shama. So ye Gyan hi Samyak Gyan सम्यक चारित्र को लेकर आएगा. This Gyan that is becoming Samyak will bring the Samyak Charitra, then Vitragta will come, experience of this. 1 minute. Yeah. Yes, dear. Good, good, good. I'm happy. If you all are happy. No, even if you're not happy, I'm happy. Chalo aage. Chalo. 13th verse. Parinama manasya chidatmakaihi swayamapi swakair bhavaihi bhavati hi nimittamatram podgalikam karma tasyapi. He's telling, from the Nishchay point of view, the Chidatma, Chaitanya Swarup, is operating as Chaitanya Swarup. But it is unaware of itself. Unaware. Chetana. Naam hai Chetana. But Cheta nahi hai. Naam hai consciousness. But it is not conscious of its consciousness. So, the Rag and Dvesh and all these emotions and all these Bhava Karma. It is full of all these Bhava Karma. Since when? Since Anadika. Okay. So, this Ragadi Parinam, Swayam it takes to Ragadi Parinam. See, this pen never told me that you should like me. I'm a beautiful pink pen, now you should like me. It never told me. I only, oh, lovely pink color, I love this pink color. Swayam parinaman hota hai na? Swayam matlab the bhav karma is making that bhav karma operate. Okay. Swayam hi parinaman karta hua, purvokt atma ke bhi, now the Pudgal, the Gyanavarni Adi karma, Pudgal Dravya karma were there in me, no? Because of that, they unka uday hua. Their fruition happened. So here Rag happened. So again, there is no Karta Karm Sambandh between these two. If it is there, then one will be doing the other, you will never be liberated. There is only a Nimitic Sambandh. Because that Bhav Karm was to rise, this Dravya Karm rised. And this Dravya Karm came, so this Bhav came. The Jeev was only a knower and seer at that time also. So this is in Sankhya philosophy language, this is the play of Prakriti and Atma is the Purusha. So Prakriti karma is making all this play. The Jeev is unaware that he is only a mere spectator, Sakshi, witness, Parinamik Bhav, Gyata Drashta. It gets associated with it and it gets caught in it. Even though it is caught, it is pure. Even though it's pure, it is getting caught. So this is the complex reality that we have to understand. So next one, Sutra number 14. He says, Evamayam karma krita bhavai rasamahitaopi yuktaiva pratibhati balishanam pratibhasa sa khalu bhava bijam. This bhava bijam, this is the root of sansar. Root matlab bij, seed of sansar. Which one? That this Atma thinks that it is the doer of raga and it is the doer of all bodily activities. Ragadi and Shariradi. And even though it is not associated with all this, Agyani, ignorant soul, thinks that all these are mine. And a pratibhasit jaisa hai. Or wo pratibhas is definitely the root of sansar. Now you have to understand this word pratibhas. For example, you have the mirror and in the mirror the peacock is reflected. Is there any peacock over there? Nothing. For example, I tell you, the Himalayas are so big. So big. So big. So you saw the big Himalayas, huge Himalayas in your Gyan. So did your Gyan become huge?
Imagine.
Did anything happen to the... Supposing I say there's a long rope, the river Nile or Amazon. So you saw that long river in your Gyan. So did your Gyan become long? Nothing. वहां प्रतिभास है, वहां कुछ है ही नहीं. Only reflection is there. Nothing is there. In the Chidatma, there is only Chidatma. There's only Gyan. There's only Darshan. And that Gyan Darshan is emanating from the soul. In that Gyan, there is no Geya. But the Jeev, no, it gets attached to the Geya that comes in the Gyan. Pratibhas. Hai na? So this Pratibhas is the root of samsara. But when you realize that I am only Chidatma, there is no Geya in my object, only your Gyan becomes your Geya, then self-realization, liberation, Purushartha Siddhi ka upay happens. Samjhi gaya? हाँ, बोलो सौरभ sir. Something, nothing.
Ma'am, so in that case, that reflection is happening and it's creating a image or a memory in my brain. Where would I classify that memory into in terms of Udgal and Jeev?
Okay, listen. Now you have to go back to your Tatvar Sutra. Matihi Smriti. Teen kar do na, thoda hi sutra. Matihi Smritihi Sangya Chinta. The moment you saw this pink color, Smriti mein se aaya, this is pink.
Yeah.
You see something new, you analyze it, it goes in your memory, retention, memory, dharna. Dharna mein chala jata hai.
Right.
It is like your computer. It gets saved in as a file in your brain or memory or Gyan, whatever you call it. In your Gyan, it gets saved. Pehle ye de do. Understood? So from there you get it. And then sometimes these memories bother us so much. And that botheration is because of the rag. You remove the rag, that memory is only a Gyan. So learn to separate between the Gyan and rag.
Okay, got it.
I know. So all these are types of, not types, they are all synonymous of Mati Gyan only. This is how the Gyan operates at the material realm.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
So understood the root of sansar. So the day, see, this Brahm, this illusion is the cause of sansar. So what is the solution? Remove the illusion. है ना? Brahm का रोग Brahm दूर करने से होगा.
Right.
So जब जागे तब सवेरा. The day you realize, that day is a new, क्या बोले, सवेरा. New day, whatever. Okay, so read the commentary. So here, who can analyze this nature of the consciousness? Only a Jnani. And one who analyzes this becomes a Jnani. Until then, he'll remain an Ajnani. He may master a lot of disciplines and texts in the material world. Yet he is an Ajnani only. One who knows this functioning of the soul is a Jnani. One who does not know the functioning of the soul is an Ajnani. His Gyan is Mithya Darshan Gyan Charitra. One who knows this, his Gyan becomes Samyak, his faith becomes Samyak, his conduct becomes Samyak. He applies it. Now the application happens. And he realizes it and accomplishes it and liberates it. Clear? All power-packed verses over here. Okay. So, next sutra. See, I'm giving you only sutra meaning. That is only important from exam point of view. Baki explanation, you all can do parallel studies along with Patni sir and others. They are all doing it. You can all do with them. Otherwise, you start your own Tamil classes or whatever it is, or listen to some lectures who have done it very deeply, the Purushartha Siddhi Upay. You have to go deep. Even one verse you take, you can...
In Vichar class, Saurabh ji is explaining the details.
Okay. So all of you follow it. You can also listen to Patni sir in the Friday evening class. They are also doing it very beautifully. There's no end to learning, dear. And we all are so blessed, lucky that so many people are pouring so much of thing to us. You know, you take Pandit ji, you take Goda ji, you take Bharil sir, you take so many people, so many acharyas, so many people.
In YouTube, we have many videos, ma'am. Everything explained detail, we can follow.
Yes. So you can follow it. So don't complain that I'm not having the Hindi book or English book. Read Vijay K. Jain's book. or whatever book you can see. There may be many
Where
books.
can we get that Vijay K. Jain's book, ma'am?
I'll give you his address and details, or anybody can give you, you can get it.
It's on Amazon, ma'am. You can order from Amazon.
Amazon?
Vikalp
Okay. Thank
Printers,
you.
Vikalp Printers. And he's brought out a lot of books on his own. On his own, he's one person who tirelessly keeps translating, editing, publishing on his own. And if anybody is going to Dehradun, go and meet him.
Ma'am, one more English edition is there, ma'am, by Ajit Prasad. Very good, very nice book.
English?
English, ma'am. It's available in e-Jain library.
Okay, e-Jain library, free
Tamil
download
free,
is
ma'am.
there. Send the details on the group, dear Guna madam.
Sure, ma'am. I'll send the PDF.
Okay. So, next one. 15th one. Viprita Abhinivesha. Viprit means false. Abhinivesh means investment. Or wrong investment of faith. Okay. Nirasya samyak vyavasasya nija tattvam. Yat tasmad vichalanam sa eva purshartha siddhyupayo ayam. That means what? What is the means for Purshartha Siddhyupai? He is going to tell over here. Vipreet Shraddhan ka nash. है ना? Nirasya ka matlab hai nash. Getting rid of the false faith and then realizing one's true nature, or realizing one's true nature and getting rid of false faith, both happen simultaneously. Okay. And then you don't forget it even for a minute. You are not brushed. You don't mix it with anything else. This is the only way to accomplish that Purusha. Clear? So getting rid of some Mithya Darshan. That is the whole objective of this 5-year study. How to get rid of Mithya Darshan. False understanding of reality, or Moksha Marga, or Jainism. Okay? Yeah. So it may happen that you may realize your pure soul and then you may forget it also. Ek baar samyaktva has happened, then you may lose it. You may become brushed again. It can happen many times. So you have to be firm on the path. So the road is slippery even for an elephant. Even the 11th Gunasthan person can fall down. So that much of discipline and perseverance and foresight and insight we have to have. That is why we are reading the same things again and again and again to reinforce our faith in it. We are not simply doing time pass over here.
Yeah.
Like they say,
Yes,
100 times you hit a rock. On the 100th time, it will break. You keep hammering for 99 times. That doesn't mean that each one is not of use. Like that. Okay. Chalo. Now he's going to tell us who can be on this path of accomplishing the pure soul. So he says, Anusaratam padam etat karambitachara nitya nirabhimukha ekanta virati rupa bhavati muninam laukiki vrittihi. Only a muni. Only, that is why we adore the munis. Because they are on the path of accomplishing their pure soul. We offer food to them. We do seva for them. If something happens to them, we are also sad about it. We are also anxious about it. Why? Because they are embodiments of Ratnatraya, which we seek. But because of our material commitments, we are not able to pursue that path. अपने में उतनी कमजोरी है कि we cannot take up that path. It is Ratna, it is 3 jewels that they are accomplishing. So without being a muni, without being on the path of accomplishment, nobody can accomplish it. A Samyak Drishti can attempt, but the perfection of it can happen only in Muni Dasha. Perfection of Ratnatraya can happen only in Muni Dasha. You can get it in 4th Gunasthan. You can you can get it and come in 4th Gunasthan. You can accomplish it a little in 5th Gunasthan. Okay? You can still accomplish a little in 6th Gunasthan. But when you go beyond it, total absorption in the pure soul can happen only in Muni Dasha. Muni Dasha means monkhood, is a prior requisite to accomplish. See, for example, if you want to be a doctor, I don't say because Shobha madam is here. Generally, whenever we talk of any profession, it is the doctors who come in our mind first. So you have to be worthy to be a doctor. You should have passed 12th standard. You should be intelligent. You should be sincere. You should be committed. You should be passionate. You should be hardworking. You should be able to grasp what they are teaching. If you don't have all these qualifications, you cannot be a doctor. The same way, the qualification to absorb in the pure soul is total nivritti, ekanta virati rupa. Ekanta virati rupa means complete detachment from paradravya. Complete detachment from paradravya, then only attachment with the pure soul can happen. Attachment means absorption, not that kind of material attachment. Okay, so this Ratnatraya Roop, whoever accomplishes it, that Muniyon ki vritti is such that they don't take to any papa. Papa Rupa Mishrit Achar, no sinful life. Parangmukh, they are away from sinful life and they are detached from all paradravya. So this is the way it happens in the loka. That is Sutra number 16. Now they are going to tell you 17 May how the Upadesh has to be given. In what format? First, should we preach about Shravakachar or should we preach about Muni Achar to a seeker? Okay, should I teach somebody how to become a millionaire or should I teach somebody how to become a billionaire?
Billionaire, man.
Why?
Then he knows that he does not need to stop on his way, and the goal has to be on the higher end.
Yeah. So always the goal has to be on the higher end, because what if that person has come with plenty of enthusiasm and spirit to master, to become a Chakravarti, billionaire? And you're not telling him that path of being a billionaire, you're stopping him just with being a millionaire. So you have deceived yourself also and you have deceived him also. So here Acharya is telling, first and foremost, preach about the Muni Achar to the seeker. If he cannot go for it, then tell him about the Shravakachar. But if he's come with plenty of enthusiasm for renunciation, and if you give him the Shravakachar, then you're depriving him of the greater things. You understand? Bolo.
I have a comment to make here, ma'am. My observation in the community is that right from the childhood, we've been told about moksha as our goal, and which is exactly what this point comes to. But most of the time, people believe that going to moksha is only because of being a Jain. And when we talk about the features of moksha, then they say if there's nothing to do there, then we don't want to go there. So is it not in a way
showing them away?
Yeah. So or is it not a way to sort of show them the way, but not generating that interest to go that way? In those cases, if it would have been better that we would have showed them smaller steps and then led them to the higher end.
See here, supposing somebody cannot follow the higher path, है ना? जैसे कोई खीर नहीं खा सकता है, तो उसको रोटी सब्जी से काम चलाना बोल, है ना? But here they are telling, at least show him that kheer is also a beautiful thing that can be relished.
Yeah.
You can't have the kheer, okay, then you have the sabji roti.
Yeah.
है ना? वो बताना चाहिए. See, how we communicate is a very important thing.
Right. Yeah, that's what is the key here.
How we communicate is a very important thing. आपके communication skills से you can develop an interest in them, or you can make them lose interest in the real. For example,
Yeah.
if somebody had been there and I told that moksha is a beautiful place, this, that, and then they say there's nothing to do, then I would tell them, sit and show me how to do nothing. Try to
Right.
do it. Practically make them do it. So now you're physically you're doing nothing, verbally you're doing it, but mental activity is happening. So how difficult it is to accomplish that state of doing nothing and just being.
Yeah.
So again, you have to learn the communication skills
Skill of
to
it. Yeah.
communicate to
Thank
all
you,
kinds
ma'am.
of people.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just give me. Okay, chalo. So 16th one. So the commentary mein bahut sare many points are given. So try to read the commentaries and explain it to the people. You have any
Yes, ma'am.
problem or doubt, you can ask me. Now, Upadesh dene ka kram. He says many times, jo jeev bar bar batane par bhi, even after telling so many times, in spite of being told so many times, okay, he is not able to give all the sinful path, and he's not able to embrace complete renunciation. So what you should do, you should tell them about the grahasthachar. Okay, grahasthachar. You have to show them that the importance of giving up complete sin. All panch pap are sin. Hinsa, violence, untruth, stealing, abrahma, and parigraha are sin. But we don't consider it as sin. We consider it cool to be a millionaire, billionaire, having all these. It's all parigraha. And all that, the root for all that parigraha is the rag that you have for these things. And why you have the rag? Because you have no ruchi in the Atma. You have no ruchi in the Purush. You have no ruchi in liberation. So develop that ruchi. Then Muni Achar or Shravakachar will come. So you should talk to those people that they get interested in the pure soul.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
tell them about the vratas first. You have to talk about the suffering. You have to talk about the way out of suffering. 6 dhala के स्टाइल में पढ़ाना चाहिए, 12 भावना बताना चाहिए.
Right.
Then talk about vratas and all that, not otherwise. If they are not in that frame of mind, then how you will tell them, no? So,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
So understood the method. First, it is not possible for all the jivas to give up the sinful path, but you have to tell them that this is the path of complete, renunciation, which will lead you to liberation. If you cannot, then you settle for the middle path, that is a Shravakachar. Now, next one. He says that those who do not preach like this, they are ninda ke patra hai. No, those who don't show the higher path and tell people only about the lower path. Okay, it is enough if you do this much. It is enough if you do that much. No, it is never enough. So he says, Yo yati dharma kathayan upadishati grahastha dharma malpamatihi tasya bhagavat pravachane pradarshitam nigraha sthanam. That means what? Nigraha sthan means danda. They are liable for punishment. Okay? If a tuchha buddhi means who is not very spiritually evolved, and he gives the upadesh, and he is not giving the upadesh of Muni Dharma, and he is giving the upadesh of Shravaka Dharma, then in Bhagwan ke pravachan mein, Bhagwan ke siddhant mein, that person is liable for punishment. Now, why he is telling this is because now he is going to first talk about Shravakachar, and then he is going to talk about Muni Achar. So he is justifying. But pehle you understand Muni Achar. So he should also first preach Muni Achar. No, he's not doing that. He's first telling us about Shravakachar. And then he will take us to Muni Achar. And then he will take us to Sallekhana and Tapa and all that kind of thing. Okay. So in Jainism also you'll find first Anuvrat, then Mahavrat. First small Vrat, then Anuvrat, then Mahavrat, then complete renunciation, whatever. That is the method. But he says no. And so many times I'll tell you one thing. At the time of Tirthankaras, when our Gajasukumal and Megh Kumar and all these people, they went to Bhagwan's pravachan. In one pravachan, they got Vairagya. So what did they preach? They preached about the pure soul. And they got interest in the pure soul. And they took to renunciation. They wanted to embrace the pure soul and they did not want anything else. So they embraced renunciation in one pravachan. Our grandparents, when they went for the pravachan, in one pravachan or two pravachan, they would take Ratri Bhojan Tyag, Jamikan Tyag. Tyag means giving up post-sunset dinner and underground routes and all. They in one pravachan. They understood. They'll do all the Maryada, Brahmacharya, this, that, Parigraha, all the 12 Vrat ki Maryada karke aa jate the. That was those times. Now, how much ever pravachan you give, people will be cross-questioning, scientifically trying to understand things, logical, what is sab bandhan hai, we want freedom. So this is our Vakra Jada Buddhi. We don't want the Purusha, we want the material world, and we want all justification for that. Why you should take 2 vratas, without taking 2 vratas, do meditation, do fasting. If vratas are not important, niyam is not important, why Bhagwan told about Pratyakyan? Vachakan. So this is our Vakra Jada Buddhi of our mind. This is the feature of this Pancham Kal. Clear?
Ma'am, okay. Punishable is by the self, isn't it? Is to be understood as
karmas. Karma
okay.
Dand dega.
Okay.
Atma dand deta hai. Atma to hamesha reward hi deta hai. How much ever sin you have done, it's okay. I'm there, no, Chidatma, see me, no. You are that only, no. But we always have that guilty consciousness. I did this. Arey, nothing. Sab load hai. Remove all the load. Become relaxed. Now they're telling the reason for the danda. In the next sutra, they are going to tell the reason for the danda. He says, akrama kathanena yataha protsahamano ati duram api shishyaha apade api sampratriptaha pratarito bhavati tena durmatina. He says that because of this reason, the durbuddhi means who is not so intelligent, he's broken the line of discourses and he's preached the lower path first. Then that means what? The utsaha, the enthusiasm of the seeker was brought down. Okay? And he's happy, he's contented with that, contented with being a millionaire. So how many millions he's lost? Had you given him the path to be a billionaire, how many more millions he would have earned? But you have stopped him from earning that. So he is being cheated. Right? You have deprived him of the higher things. So you have to be careful in your preachings. So he's telling this, that what I'm telling you, the Shravakachar first, don't be content with it. Aim for Muni Achar. Aim for complete absorption in the pure soul. Don't settle with, don't compromise. Clear? Clear? Now this was all a prelude to the whole book. Now only the chapter 1 will start. Now only, how many chapters are there? I told you. There are 3 chapters, no? Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and Samyak Charitra. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
See the content page. Content hai kya isme? Yes.
Ma'am, in this, he also is telling the teacher that if a student is seeking, that it is the responsibility of the teacher also to give the higher motivation than the lower one.
Yes, it is the responsibility of the teacher. Hai na? If the teacher is not good, then how you'll have worthy disciples? And if the disciple is not worthy, how we'll take from what the teacher is giving? Both have to be worthy. That's what we studied in Moksha Prakashak, no? Vakta Shrota ke gun. Sorry. I'm not supposed to have, but because it's early morning class and I'm talking and then I've not had anything since 6 o'clock yesterday. So I need to take my liquids. Okay, so now we enter the chapter 1, which is all about Samyak Darshan. And in this, they are going to tell us about the Samyak Darshan ke 8 limbs. If these 8 limbs are not there, then Samyak Darshan will not happen. So, eva Samyak Darshana Bodha Charitra Trayatmako Nityam Tasyapi Moksha Margo Bhavati Nishchevyo Yatha Shakti. Beautiful words. He says, Eva yani this one, Samyak Darshan. Bodha means Samyak Gyan. Charitra means conduct. Trayatmako. That means unity of these 3. Nityam Nishchevyo. Experience or take to or enjoy these 3. Tasyapi Moksha Margo. Tasyapi means in the Grahastha also. In the Grahasthahood also, this Moksha Marga should be followed. Ratnatraya Marga should be followed even in the householder's life. Even. Don't think it is only for the Munis. So only Munis are Atma. Only Munis want moksha. You don't want moksha. You don't want liberation. Okay, now you read the commentary on it. I'm going to the next sutra. Tatradau samyaktvam samupashrayaniyam akhila yatnena tasmin satyeva yato bhavati jnanam charitram cha. Very simple Sanskrit. He says, out of those 3, understand samyaktva, samupashrayam, yani bhale prakar, samyak prakar se take to that samyaktva, akhila yatnena, that means carefully, close examination se, examine the reality, then samyaktva will come. And when this samyaktva come, jnanam and charitram will become samyak. Okay, that is the meaning of this verse. Now he says, Mar khap karke bhi agar samyakta lena pade to le lo. Leave 100,000 things aside and take to samyaktva. Because you will not get this opportunity again to enlighten yourself, to realize yourself. Very, very difficult. है ना? Chaturangya in Uttarayan Sutra says, 4 cheezein are very durlabh. Manushyattva, Shravan, Shraddha and Samyaktva mein Parakram. More difficult than the other. If your punya is good, you will have humanity in your mind. Human to we all are, but how much humanity we have? What is our humanity quotient? Compassion, tolerance, forgiveness. These are all basic, very basic to be a human. Only if you're human, then you can seek the spirituality and then the divinity will manifest. Right? So, mar khap karke bhi, even if you have to die and get Samyak Darshan, die for it. For example, just yesterday I was thinking, the Muslim population is rising so much. Conversions happening around everywhere. Just in my area, if some Muslims came, or 5 Muslims, say the terrorists came and they terrorize people that convert to Islam, otherwise we'll kill you. So am I ready to die? Or will I tell them, okay, no, I'll do what you say. Put yourself in such situations. You're on the deathbed. Will you work for your samyaktva or will you get carried away by the pain and fear and all these things? Which side you will take? That time how your kashai will operate, that time how your fear will operate, which side you will go, moha side or atma side. So he said, don't worry about death, die even if you have to, but don't forget that you are a pure soul. You understand? मर खप करके भी, मृत्यु का वरण करके भी इसे प्राप्त करने का प्रयत्न अवश्य करना. That is a line on page number 52. Okay. Now, how to get samyaktva? What is the lakshan of samyaktva? Jiva jivadinam tattvarthanam sadaiva kartavyam shraddhanam viparita binivesha viviktamatma rupam tat. That means jiva jivadi, the 7 tattvas, understand them correctly. Don't understand them otherwise. Whatever false knowledge you're having, a false understanding you're having of these 7 tattvas, give them up. Understand that you are a pure Shuddha Jiva Astikaya and not this karma, kashai, etc., fear, etc. They don't belong to you. You don't belong to them. Have that drad vishwas, nirantar, sadaiva karna chahiye. This Shraddhan is Atma. The Shraddha is Atma. Okay? वह श्रद्धान ही आत्मा का स्वरूप है. श्रद्धा गुण की निर्मलता. I am a pure soul. I am a pure soul. I am like Siddha Bhagwan. I am pure consciousness. I am Chaitanya Swarup. I am Ajar Amar. Asti point of view. Nasti point of view, I am not fear. I am not Kashai. You know, very beautifully it is told in Samay Sar, you have the 148 karma prakritis, no? है ना? इसमें एक कर्म प्रकृति को लेकर के they have told that I am not experiencing mati jnanavarniya karma. I am experiencing the Chaitanya Swarup. I am not experiencing more rag dvesh. I am experiencing the Chaitanya Swarup. 148 times. Why they had to tell 148 times? What we do, we mix everything and we say, I'm not the doer of all this, I'm Chaitanya Swarup. No. Every moment these 148 prakritis are manifesting. That time you apply, I am a pure soul. I'm only a knower and sayer. I'm not all this. I'm Bhed Vigyan. Then only you can conquer fear and death and rebirth and karma and kashai, not otherwise. Application of Jainism. Applied Jainism is important. Because applied Jainism is not there in our life, we are not able to inspire our near and dear ones and our children and all that. Clear? So if you feel like a soul inside, it should reflect through your eyes and body and your vyavar and your everything, it should reflect. If it doesn't reflect, means andar mein gadbad hai. Seema ye le lo, Seema. ठीक है, चलो, understood. So,
Yes,
next one. So, next. So, now in the commentary, they have given Jiva Tattva. Under Jiva Tattva, they have spoken about from 3 viewpoints. Shuddha Jiva Tattva, Ashuddha Jiva Tattva, Mishra Jiva Tattva. Page number 54. Shuddha Jiva Tattva is what? Very beautifully, Panditji told once. Listen to me carefully. From a mota viewpoint, gross viewpoint, we will say Jeev is the one in which Utpad Vyay Dravya is there. Right? From far, if you go, we will say it is Utpad Vyay Dravya. But when you zoom in, you have to tell that I am the Dravya. Utpad and Vyay, I am beyond this. The Trikali Dhruv Dravya. So this Trikali Dhruv Dravya is the Shuddha Jiva Tattva. Paryayon se par, aap swayam Bhagwan re. This paryay and all is all momentary. More ragdvesh paryay is momentary. Anxiety paryay is momentary. Disease paryay is momentary. Fear paryay is momentary. But I am that eternal knower and seer. The Trikali Dhruv Dravya. Okay? So that is the Shuddha Jiva Tattva. Then Ashuddha Jiva Tattva is the one who is having all the avaran and all the bhava karma. Okay? And Mithya Drishti Jivo ko, Mithya Drishti Jiva are the Ashuddha Jiva Tattva. So the Jiva is not Mithya Drishti, but the Paryay is Mithya Darshan. That Jeev is also Trikali Dhruv Bhagwan Shuddha Tattva. The moment it realizes the Shuddha Tattva, the Ashuddha will go. Are you able to see things? Am I able to help you to see things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very subtle things are there.
Yes,
Okay. Now, Mishra Jiva Tattva, who has got some understanding and much understanding is false. Or much understanding is right, but some false understanding is also prevailing. So that is the Mishra Jiva Tattva. Okay. Then under Ajiva Tattva, they are explaining the five dravyas, Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash and all. And under Pudgala, he is giving 6 things. You can very simply understand. Sthula, gross. Then gross. Then gross, subtle. Then subtle, gross. Then subtle, subtle. Okay, what examples they are giving? Under sthula, gross is all the table, chair, and rocks, pashan, mountains, all these are very gross. Thick. The molecules are thickly packed in them. That is sthula. Then comes sthula, the fluids, water, where the molecules are loosely packed. Fluids like water, milk, and all that. Then comes sthula sukshma. They are sthul, but yet sukshma. Like your heat, sunlight, moonlight, darkness, which you can see by your eyes, but you cannot catch them. You cannot feel them, but they are there. So they are coming under sthula and sukshma. Then comes the sukshma and sthula. They are sukshma, all the sounds you hear, the smell that you take, only with that indriya you can understand. That is wrong English, but then only with those respective indriyas you can understand. So they are called as sukshma sthula, indriya gamya, but not chakshu gamya and all that. Now comes the sukshma, the karman, vargana, pudgal, which are not even indriya gamya. You cannot catch them through your indriya. They are the sukshma karman varganas. Varganas means molecules. And the atomic form of them is the sukshma, which are keval gyan gamya. So the universe, the material world is made up of these 6 kinds of pudgal dravya. Clear understanding is okay. Then dharma, adharma, akash, kal, they have explained that you can read. Then they are explaining asrav, bandha, samvar, nirjara. All that also you can read. Then he is talking about lakshan, lakshana, bhas. How you have to understand each lakshan, lakshana, bhas. You all read, no? Ati, vyapti, avyapti, and asambhav. Dosha should not be. You should understand everything by their lakshan. So they have explained. Now, how to understand the Atma through these 8 limbs of Samyaktva. If these lakshan are there, then you are a Samyak Drishti. If these 8 limbs are not there, you matlab we matlab the Jeev is far from being a Samyak Drishti. Got it? So next class, I want you people to do the Gandhar on what I have taught today. Otherwise, I won't take the class. Every class, I want 2 Gandhars. Kahin se bhi lekar aa jaan.
I'll be the one for next class.
Yes. After this class also you can do, or next class also you can do. However you want, you can do. After 1 hour, 1 person can be Gandhar. After another 1 hour of class, 1 person can be Gandhar. Even I will get a break from talking.
I'll do next time, ma'am. I'll do in the middle of it.
Okay. Take it. Chalo. So first, all of you should learn these 8 names. What are those 8 limbs? Nishankit. As it is, you have to learn it. Nishankit, Nishkankshit, Nirvichikitsa, Amod Drishti, Upaguhan or Upabrihan, Sthiti Karan, Vatsalya Prabhavna. All of you repeat. Nishankit, Nikankshit. Bolo.
Nishankit, Nikankshit,
Nirvichikitsa,
Nirvichikitsa,
Amoda Drishti,
Amoda Drishti,
Upaguhan or Upabrihan,
Upaguhan,
Sthitikaran,
Sthitikaran,
Vatsalya,
Vatsalya,
Prabhavna.
Prabhavana.
If you feel Atma oriented, then these 8 limbs will be there in your life. See, somebody has got a very bad temperature, fever. How do you know? You have a thermometer to measure it. So likewise, these 8 limbs are the thermometer, whether we have Samyak Darshan or not. Clear measurement, measuring jar this is. Chalo, Nishankit. What is the meaning of Nishankit? Shanka means doubt. Nishank means no doubt that I'm a pure soul. I'm a Shuddha Chaitanya, Chidatma, Purusha, Gyan Darshan, Swabhav is my nature. No Shanka in that. Nishankit, Guna, Anga. Now, how he is explaining it? Let us see. Sakalam anekantatmakam midamuktam vastu jatam akhilagyaihi kimu satyam asatyam va na jatu shanketi kartavya. He's telling kartavya. Kartavya means something that has to be pursued. So he says, Sakalam anekantatmakam midamuktam. Sakalam means the whole Vastu Jagat, the whole universe, all the dravyas, all the Vastu, which have been revealed by Akhilagya. Akhilagya is Sarvagya. Akhila means all. Gya means Gyan, who's got Sakal Gyan. So they have told that the reality is complex and you should know that complex reality, what is truth and what is untruth, and have no doubt about it. That means apply Pramana Nayardi Gamaha and understand the 7 tattvas and have no doubt about it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll tell you one small thing. So I'll take my example only. Last month I met with that accident, and after a month or so, yesterday I got a chance to pass that way. Yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever I went. I avoided that spot where I met with that accident. I was just looking at it and I took my vehicle. And after a month or so, 20 days, when I took my vehicle to drive, you all know I don't drive a car. I always use my 2-wheeler for, for the monk in me, never allows me to take a car or take the whatever. So I was so scared, somebody will come and hit me, somebody will come and hit me, somebody will come and hit me. Because somebody came and hit me the last time. So how much of fear psychosis is there in all of us? That is what I'm trying to tell. But that fear of rebirth is not there in us. The fear of Kasai, the fear of Mithyatva, the fear of rebirth is not there in us, which Tirthankar Bhagwan had, and they left this world and went off sat in their pure soul. That fear we are not having. The fear that we should not have, we are having. The fear that we should have, we are not having. All this is Shanka. All this is Shanka. So when that Nishankit Gun will come, when that proper understanding of pure soul will come, when the experience of it, experience of it is happening every moment. Bala, Gopal, Sarvada, Sarvatra are pure soul. You don't have to sit and become a pure soul. But only that realization has to hit us. And that hitting will come when it has to come. But you just realize you're a pure soul. Don't worry about that hitting. But if you're worried about the hitting, you're not worried about the pure soul, it will not hit you. If you're worried about Keval Gyan will not come. Arey, Keval Gyan, go man, I don't want. I'm a pure soul. I'm enjoying being a pure soul. Keval Gyan jhak maar ke, it will come. Keval Gyan has to come to me. I don't want Keval Gyan. I don't want moksha. Moksha has to come to me. That much you feel that fullness of that Atma, that is Nishankit. So I gave you one lower example. I've given you one higher example. That much of Nishankit is there. Then only that Keval Gyan or the manifestation of that Purusha Chidatma will happen. Not otherwise. See, Jainism, no, every class I take, no, I fall once over in love with Jinwani. All over again, I fall in love with it. So I'm so happy to all of you to making me fall in love with it. All over again.
Ma'am, it could also be a dvesh for that place, na? It's not fear alone. You did not like what happened to you there, so you want to avoid it actually.
From that hatred only that fear has come, no? I was not actually fearful. I was just trying to avoid it. I can always have gone on it. But what I'm trying to say is that how our subconscious mind operates. In the conscious mind, okay, I can always have gone on that path and no problem would have happened. But the subconscious mind was avoiding it. And I could very well see the play of the subconscious with the things that are happening in the mind. So all kinds of things are there. We are all Kashaya Atma is there, but still we are Jnana Atma. Kashaya is other, I am another. So that Bhed Vigyan has to operate at every level, at every step. See in what Gunasthan we are. According to that Gunasthan, all the bhav will come. As a mother bhav will come, as a teacher bhav will come, as an Indian bhav will come, as a disciple of Jinwani bhav will come, as a teacher of Jinwani. Yet in middle of all this also, I am the pure soul, I am not all this. These are all my karma package. The karma will change, the package will change. So I am not all this. I am that. I am that, what Bhagwan is. What is that? I am discovering. I am researching. I am finding out. But I have understood I am not all this. I am that. And what is that? I will sit and do it the Ratnatraya. At least at the faith level, at the Gyan level, that reinforcement should be that I am Atma. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am Atma Guda Kesha. Oh Arjun, I am the Atma in all the creatures. Krishna means the core consciousness. The purest form is Krishna. Not the one with the Murli and Bansi Bajaya and all that. No. He represents the pure soul. And everything is Leela. Everything is Leela. No reality. So the gopis could understand the reality. So they would all leave their housework and they will be oriented towards the core consciousness that they are. So each gopi will see Krishna with herself or himself. So that Atma form only, that Krishna can be with everybody, not in the physical form. That is the message of the Srimad Bhagavat. They try to explain it, but those who cannot see it, they will end up loving Radha, Krishna, do the japa. They will make Bhagwan sleep. They'll make Bhagwan prasad unko denge, fir khayenge. All drama will happen. This is the Bhagwan ke sone ka time ho gaya, Bhagwan ke khane ka time ho gaya. How they see themselves, they will see Bhagwan in that light. If they see Bhagwan as, they see themselves as consciousness, they'll see Bhagwan as consciousness. If they see themselves as the one who is sleeping and eating, they will reinforce that imagination in Bhagwan also. Bhagwan is sleeping, Bhagwan is getting up, Bhagwan is doing, Bhagwan sab karta hai. Because they have that karta buddhi, so they think he is doing everything. That means you are not the doer. He is the doer. All this comes under Grahit Mithyat. Nobody is doer for the other. The whole universe is Swayambhu, self-regulated. Very deep Jinwani is Kashai mand karo aur Atma ke nazdeek aao. Bolo Saurabh bhai.
Just coming back onto this Nishankit Ang, often we are, my experience is that I've been discouraged to question any teaching in the Agam, saying that that question itself is a Shanka and it can be affecting my Samyak Darshan. How would I look at it that way?
Very good question. It is a very common one. See here, whether the earth is round as per Jainism or whether the sun is revolving around the earth or earth is revolving around whatever geographical differences we have, no, you can doubt all that. You can doubt all that. See,
Yeah.
I just gave one crude example of this geography related, how the Adhai Dweep is in Jainism and how it is projected in our geography and astrology and astronomy and all. It is not matching. So definitely doubt will come, no?
Yeah.
So Kevali Bhagwan is taking food or not, doubt can come. Stri ka mukti hai ya nahi, doubt can come. What are the benefits of fasting? Doubt can come. Doubt all this. Jainism is telling doubt all this.
Right.
Search reality. You can doubt all this, but don't doubt that what is seen in Kevali Bhagwan's Gyan is wrong.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
Told by Kevali Bhagwan is wrong, don't doubt that. All these doubts you can have. That is not Nishankit. That is not Nishankit. What Kevali Bhagwan has told, I am Jeev Tattva. Don't doubt that. I don't know what he has told about the geography. All the agamas are not with me. Most of it is lost. I don't have the tools to understand this geography and that geography. So from science point of view, this geography is correct. From Agam point of view, this geography is correct. But what is the final truth is what Kevali Bhagwan is seeing in his Gyan and what he has revealed, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I may not know about these things. So I may doubt these things. Nope, that doesn't affect your Samyak Darshan.
Okay. Yeah.
Clear?
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So here the jigyasa should be there to search the answers for these questions. You don't find it, it's okay. That is not at all important from Moksha point of view, whether the earth is like this or like that. It has got nothing to do with my Atma quest.
Yeah.
You can keep doubting that, no issues about it. But don't doubt Keval Gyan and Keval Gyani.
Yeah.
What is that?
Thank you,
I'm
ma'am.
finding out. Okay, chalo. So Nishankit, all of you understood? Don't have doubt. Doubt is a very small word. Don't have. See, from doubt comes all kinds of things, For a small example. Bolo.
I don't know whether she's not coming with us.
Yourself muted, dear. Okay. For example, you're seeing a TV channel. You're watching the channel and suddenly you lose interest in it. You go to the other channel. Then you lose interest in it. You go to the third channel. Why you're going? First, you thought you will get happiness on this channel. Then you doubted it. Then you went to the other channel. So your mind wavering is Shanka. Your wavering mind is Shanka. It is not sthir. So not have a wavering mind. Focus your concentration on the pure soul is Nishankit. Understood?
Yeah, that makes more clear, ma'am.
Yeah. Then comes Nikankshit. Why you go from one channel to another? Because you have the Kanksha. Kanksha means desire that, okay, from this I will get some joy. But you don't get it, so you go to another one. So Kanksha is there. Where is that Nikanksha? So when you find the fullness in yourself, only then you will become desireless outside. So why do we eat? Because we feel hungry. We feel empty inside. But when you don't feel empty inside, why you'll go behind the Indriya pleasures? You feel that emptiness inside, so you're seeking the fullness from the Indriya Vishay. But when you start feeling full inside, you won't go behind the Indriya Vishay, then you will go inside and understand the pure soul. So Nikamkshit is there, means Samyak Darshan. No Kanksha for Samyak Darshan. Kanksha means desire. No desire for Samyak Darshan. No desire for Moksha. No desire even to realize the pure soul. I am the pure soul. Oh my God, when I will realize, that means you're not experiencing that you're a pure soul. Then how you'll experience it? What is the way to experience it? The only way is Tattva ka nirnay karo, that I am this kind of pure soul eternally. Trikal Dhruv Dravya. Paramparinamik bhav, Sakshi bhav, Gyata Drishta bhav, Jnana Anand Swabhavi. Panditji gave a very beautiful pravachan. He spoke about Sankalp and Vikalp. Vikalp are all the thoughts that coming to you. Sankalp is, how do you call Sankalp in Tamil? I don't know.
Sankalpam.
Sankalpam.
Determination.
Determination. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Shobham. So we are worried about the vikalp that come to us. Oh my God, I'm sitting in meditation and all these vikalp are coming. Vikalp of eating, vikalp of talking, vikalp of watching, vikalp of doing. All these vikalps are bothering us and we get disturbed. But you know, the root cause for the vikalp is the quality of sankalp. If your sankalp that I am a knower and seer is there, the vikalp will stop. But if that sankalp is not there, the vikalp will not stop. So that sankalp that I am a pure soul will make you nishankit, nikankshit, not otherwise. And why we are doing the studies? To get that sankalp. So there he told the meaning, kalpa means nirnay. Sankalpa means samyak nirnay. The determination, right determination, profound determination, deep determination based on the analysis of the Jivadi Tattva is the Samyak Nirnay. That sankalp can happen even in Narak, and there you can get Samyak Darshan. Or that sankalp may not be there in a Muniraj. Also possible. That sankalp can happen for an 8-year-old child. It may not happen for an 80-year-old person. So that determination, no, is a very big thing. Very big thing. I'll give you the example of our Shobha Madam's son, Abhinandan, over here. When he was in pain and he was walking from Pakistan towards the Wagah border or India, he had that sankalpa that I am a soldier. I cannot be weak. That made him conquer that pain and whatever it is. That sankalpa, how proudly he walked with that majestic walk and aura and that look and that fearlessness in his eyes. He has overcome the fear of death and the enemy and everything. Even though he was in terrible pain, with what grit and determination he walked. It has made him immortal. That sankalp, that I am a soldier and I cannot let myself down. That sankalp should be there in a Muni, in a Samyak Drishti. Whatever may come, I will not fall in my eyes. Everything else is secondary. The world is looking, the country is looking, my parents are looking. He didn't even know about it. He was not worried about it. He was not doing it as a Photoshop. It came from within. I'm not telling because Shobha Madam is here. I think what I'm telling is the whole world feels like that for him. And nobody can forget that walk of his, that sankalp, that determination that I'm a proud Indian, I'm a proud soldier. That sankalp is missing in all of us. And we are worried about these small vikalp. These small vikalp are all like rats, you know. They will disturb until the cat is sleeping. They will all jump until the cat is sleeping. Once the cat is awake, they all will run away. You all know the lion and the mouse story. The mouse will run on the lion only till the lion is sleeping. But when the lion is awake, the mouse will run off. All this vikalp will run off. So roar once like a lion that I am a pure soul. Okay, dear, I have to wind up in 5 minutes and then we have to do these 8 qualities. So, one anga we can do for hours together. So it's up to you now to go and explore each anga. And I'll tell you one very important thing. Pandit Kalpa Todarmalji Sahib, when he was writing the Mokshmarg Prakashak, the 9th chapter, he was about to begin the Samyak Darshan ke 8 angas. So the 8 chapters are prelude to the Samyak Darshan, to understanding Samyak Darshan. And we all are so lucky to read that also and to read all this also. Had Pandit Todarmalji written Samyak Darshan and all, he would have written all this only over there. But all those things are there in other books. But the prelude that is given to understanding Moksha Marga, 8 chapters are so beautifully, spiritually, psychologically, philosophically, aesthetically analyzed and told to us. You know, chalo. So understood Nishankit, Nikanshit? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So Nikanshit will do, quickly will do. In this, you don't have any Kanksha related to this world. I want Aishwarya, I want name, I want status, I want Aishwarya Rai, I want to meet Amitabh Bachchan, I want to meet Prime Minister, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, no Kanksha. And no Kanksha related to another world. I should be a Chakravarti, I should be a Vasudeva. For Vasudeva, they have used the word Keshava. है ना इह जन्मनि विभावादिन्यमुत्र चक्रित्व केशवत्वादीन एकांतवाद दूषित परसमयानपि न नाकांक्षेत. No desire related to this life and next life. No desire for Samyak Darshan, Gyan, Charitra also. That much of Nishank way we will be in our pure soul. Then you will realize it and get Samyak Darshan. Of it. Come to Nirvichikitsa. See, Vichikitsa means disgust. Nirvichikitsa means no disgust. You look at Muniraj's body. You look at your pimple. You look at your tumor in the body. You have no disgust feeling. Nirvichikitsa. Okay? Kshu Trishna Shitoshna Prabhritishu Nana Videshu Bhaveshu Dravyeshu Purishadishu Vichikitsa Naiva Karaniya. Don't do Vichikitsa. In supposing, now it is very easy for us to talk about pure soul. But imagine you're in very deep hunger, deep thirst, deep heat and cold and all these natural calamities you're facing. That time you will have all kinds of bhav of satisfying the hunger and all these bhav will come, but don't be troubled by them. Don't be disgusted by them. Oh, I'm a pure soul. Why these bhav are coming? Learn to tolerate them also. Okay? Don't have glani. Don't have that guilty consciousness. Don't hate the the Muni's body, which is black and, sorry, not black, which is dark and dirty. Don't have. It is a Pudgal. A Muni also may have some disease. He should not have that Vichikitsa bhav towards it. Then he cannot focus on the path of enlightenment. Okay, so all because of the Papa Uday, all kinds of unfavorable situations will happen. So don't have Udvega, have Samvega. Udvega means anxiety. Samvega means detachment. All anxiety will come, but don't get carried away by it. Even if you get carried, don't feel guilty about it. Focus again on the right path. Okay, so whatever karma comes, they are not in our control. Whatever karma manifestation happens, it is not in our control. Next, Amoda Drishti. Moda Drishti means Moda Nambikai. Mudata, Deva Mudata, Loka Mudata, all that we have studied, no?
Pashandam.
All that Mudata is there. So Amoda Drishti means no Mudata. Clear cut realization of what is what. Who are the right Dev? Who are the Guru? What are the Shastra? What are the activities to be done? Not doing it just because of some superstitious beliefs or false understanding. So here he's telling, Loke Shastra Bhase, Samaya Bhase, Devata Abhase, Nityamapi Tattva Ruchina Kartavyam Amoda Drishtitvam. Very simple Sanskrit. Very simple Sanskrit. In this world, Loke, Saptami Vibhakti, in this world, people have three kinds of Moda Drishti. Related to Shastra, related to Dharma, and related to Deva. Abhase means wrong understanding. But those Samyak Drishti Purush have Tattva Ruchi, will never entertain these false understandings, false faith, related to these three. Go and read the commentary. Upaguhan. Upaguhan means hiding. Not hiding. Upaguhan means not hiding your Shakti. Exerting according to your Shakti is one meaning. Another meaning is hiding others' doshas and hiding one's own guna. But what we generally do, we highlight our guna, we highlight others' dosha. But a Samyak Drishti will not do that. He will highlight his own dosha and highlight others' guna. Clear? Understood? So Upaguhan means always increasing your spiritual quotient, not hiding your energy and depriving yourself of the spiritual evolution. And for this, not to criticize others and not to praise oneself is a prior requisite. Let us read the Gatha. Dharma bhiva vardhaniya. Vardhaniya means to increase the dharma quotient. Sadatmano, always in the Atma. Mardavadi bhavanaya. Kshama, Mardava, all these dasa lakshana dharma should be there. And paradosha niguhanam api. Api means also not look at paradosha and vidheyam upabruhanam gunartham and not praise one's own self. Hide it from others. Hide your spiritual qualities from others. Let it always be prevalent for you in your mind. But if you tell it to others, you will lose the quality of it. For example, a seed, as long as it is hidden, it will grow. But once it is in the open, it will die. So your spiritual qualities will die if you talk too loud about it. You will not grow. Your growth will stop. But if you highlight your dosha will go. If you highlight your guna will go. If you highlight others' guna, that will come to you. If you highlight others' dosha, it will come to you. So never criticize anybody. See, what I do in the class is only to make you understand something. It is not that I'm criticizing a Muni or anything. No. High regards for all the Munis. They are any day greater than us. They have left the world. But if they are doing wrong, that is also my duty to know that I should not do that wrong. Not to criticize them or anything. I may talk about so many instances, but there I have an objective to drive home a point and not to demean anybody or that person or anything. That objective should be clear in our mind. Next one, Sthiti Karan. Somebody is deviating from the path, or we ourselves are deviating from the path. And how we reinforce the Jinvani in our life and settle on the path again, once again. Sthiti Karan is for our own self and for others also. Many times we get examples in our scriptures that somebody has gone to commit suicide at the top of the hill, and some Muniraj is sitting there and he tells them on the path of enlightenment, and that person is rescued. Sthiti Karvaya. Somebody is on the deathbed, and then the people who come there and do the Sallekhana for him, they do the Sthiti Karan for him. So when we die, there should be the enlightened people around us who will help us to be sthit in our spiritual goal and not allow us to be overcome by the karma uday and kashaya and all. That is the greatest treasure that you can have. Understand? My mother was sick last month and she was going through a crisis. I told you, no, back pain and muscle pain and all kinds of pain. Took her to the doctor and doctor told her to lose weight. All these things, you know. So she thought that she will die. She'll not survive and all these things. Now my sister, she's put her on a 2 hours of pranayam. She goes there every day and makes her do the 40 minutes pranayam. And she tells her to do it for half an hour. And yesterday when I met her, she said, I'm feeling little better. 10% pain relief is there. I have lost 2 kgs weight. Doctor has strictly told her to lose that extra weight. She's not very obese, but she's little, she will walk like a doll, you know. Somewhere imbalance is there. So she needs some help. So me and my sister, we are trying to help her. So what I'm trying to say is, I was trying to say something. Yeah. My daughter asked me, Mama, when you are old and when you are to go, how should I help you? I said, Beta, I don't want anything. मेरे को समाधि करा देना बस. सल्लेखना समाधि करा देना और कुछ नहीं चाहिए तुमसे. Even whole life you don't come and meet me, I won't ask for it. But at the end, if I am going down, मेरे समाधि में मेरे को सहयोग करना बस. I don't want anything from. You should also tell your children about this. You should educate them about this. This is how I want your help in my old age. Not that I'm dependent on you, but which karma, at what time, what Uday will be there, who will be there to do the Sthiti Karan for us. है ना? So never, I'm telling myself, okay, don't die at home. Go to a place where satsang is there and die in such a place with the munis or with the gyanis. Dying is a must, but how you choose is your determination and your wisdom and all that. ठीक है? चलो, so स्थिति करण understood. काम क्रोध मदादिषु चलयितुम अदितिषु चलयितुम उदितिषु वर्तमनो न्यायात् श्रुतमात्मनः परस्य च युक्त्या स्थितिकरणमपि कार्यं कर्तव्यं कार्यं. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha, Vikara will come on the path and try to deviate you from the Nyaya Marga. That time, all these have come to deviate you from the path of righteousness. At that time, what you have read, let it come to your rescue. The Shastra ke anusar, you make up your mind, yourself and others. Atmanaha parasya cha. For the self and for others, do the sthiti karan sthirta. So whenever I get a news of somebody's sarlekhna, I make it a point to go there, whether it is a muni or a shravak. I make it a point and tell them about this beautiful Jinvani and help them to do the sthiti karan. And if I'm invited, I go. Even if I'm not invited, if I come to know, I go. If I don't come to know, then I don't go. Right? So Sthiti Karan is very well. See, somebody did Sthiti Karan for us. You know, so we are all happy today. Like that. Okay, so be of help for somebody. Always be there. So empower yourself. Train yourself in spirituality, in Sanlekhana, in Samadhi. You know, it's a very big quality. Next is Vatsalya. When you will do the Sthiti Karan, when you have love for the Sadharmik. When you look upon everybody as pure soul and you want them to realize their pure soul, that Vatsalya. So cow is the only animal that licks its calf at the time of birth. Even a human being doesn't do that. So always we associate Vatsalya with the love for a mother, a cow, for its calf. So that kind of Vatsalya we should have for all the Sadharmik people and for our pure soul. We should love our pure soul in such a way that even though the impurities are there, you don't look at it. They don't make any difference to you. You understand? Now this cow word is called Gavaya. Cow means, Gava also means Atma. Gyan mein jo gaman kare wo Gavaya. Gopi, go means Gyan. है ना? Gopalak. जो ज्ञान को पाले वो गोपालक है. वो गोपाल है. Very, you know, so we say, no, the Lord is my shepherd. So our Gyayak Bhav is our shepherd. And it should lead the Gyan. You understand? I'm trying to mix things and tell. I hope you're able to see. I have read all this somewhere. So I'm trying to put it all together. So that is why you say Upasak Dasang Sutra. In Upasak Dasang Sutra, we see that all the Shravak had 10,000 cows, 40,000 cows. And there was one more nice message from Dr. Sudeep Jain. We say Gaurav, Gaurava. So Gau means cow. Rava means the sound of a cow. You know, sound kya bolte hai? Gaika, Rambhana. So in those days, there were cows in the backyard of the homes. And there used to be the Kalarava. Kalarava means the sound of the cows. So that was the Gaurav of that house. So that is how that word came. But how do we associate Gaurav? If we have Bangla, Gadi, servant, then it is Gaurav. So we have come very far from the meaning and the tradition. Okay. So, and then I saw one video yesterday where Prime Minister was not interviewing, was interacting with a few women, not few, it was a big group of women. And these women were given the gir guy, the gir cow. Each one was given one gir cow, and they had been, looking after the cow, and they were benefiting from the produce of the cow and how their life has been transformed. It is all there on social media. You can just see it. Beautiful video. So Prime Minister, that scheme, under that scheme, they all were given the cow. So I just met my sister and my mother yesterday. So we had a chat, and I said, Pramila, even I want one gir cow. Then we tried to see things. Then she said, you have it over here, have it. I said, it in my complex where I live, it is not allowed, it is not permitted, it is not possible. You are buying a flat, so you go and have one gir cow over there. I will sponsor everything for it. Then she said, Shravakachar Bhoot has gone into you, not into me, so you have a cow. So I said, Shravakachar Bhoot has not gone into me. If I have it, then a true Shravakachar will come in my life. You understand the conversation I'm trying to associate? So that Vatsalya, and those ladies were telling that their children go around and hug the cow. So a lot of therapy is happening in Brazil and other places. This cow therapy is happening. These children are allowed to spend some time near the cow, and healing is happening. Emotional healing is happening. Emotional meltdown is happening. Kashai meltdown is happening. So that also you can Google and find out. So Vatsalya, why I'm talking? Because that Vatsalya, that ahimsa can come only when we have that proximity with these animals and all that, and then we can become fearless. Otherwise, Gai aayegi, maar degi. Kutta aayega, maar dega. Fear only is building. So how we'll go to fearlessness? If you like it, you take my thought, but otherwise I'm not trying to impose anything. This is how I look at things, so I'm talking like this. Now let us see what Acharya says. Anavaratam ahimsayam. True ahimsa can happen only when cattle rearing and all these things are there in a householder's life. Muni should not be preaching all this. It is not his job. He is on the higher form. He should not talk about low things. It is our householder's duty to take it up. But these days, Munis are promoting Goshala culture, and that means we Shravakachar are so worthless that we are making a Muni tell all this. So we are more liable for sin than the Munis. We have not done our duty, so they are telling us of our duty. They are supposed to tell us of our Atma duty, but the local Vyavar duty also we are come away from it. So we are not worthy of that higher Atma duty. So they are preparing us in a way. Okay. So Anavaratam ahimsayam Shiva Sukha Lakshmi Nibandane Dharme Sarveshvapi cha sadharmishu Paramam Vatsalyam Alambyam. Alambyam means to be taken up. Alamban karne yogya. So if you want the moksha sukha, take to ahimsa in all aspects and take to sadharmi jano ka utkrishta vatsalya. Help ever, hurt never. See if any Jain bhai is suffering, put him on the path of material wealth and then put him on the spiritual path. Okay, next is prabhavana, prakrishta bhavana. I am a pure soul. That bhavana is inside. Prakrishta bhavana, then you do the prabhavana outside. Prabhavana should be done inside, but we are not doing inside. We are giving little prabhavana outside. Mandir gaye, 10 rupees de diye, prabhavana ho gayi. That is all very distorted view of prabhavana. So what they are telling, I'll finish in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry, 15 minutes late ho gaya. Atma prabhavaniyo ratnatraya tejasa satatameva Dana tapo jina puja vidya atishayescha jina dharmaha. How you should do prabhavana? Nirantar ratnatraya ke tej se apni atma ko prabhavana karo. Highlight your atma in your gyan, in your darshan, in your charitra. Inside, it happens inside. And outside, take to Dan, take to Tapa, take to Jina Puja, take to Atishay Vidya, learning. This is how you have to promote Jainism inside and outside. With this, we end the chapter 1 of Samyak Darshan. Next class, I am not in station. I'll be traveling, so I need to be excused. But Sunday evening, I can take class. I'm traveling to Jaipur and Jodhpur. I'll be meeting Sogani ji in Jaipur. And then Jodhpur, I have one special lecture for another non-Jain organization. So I'll be back on 3rd. So I request you all to make arrangement for the Sunday evening class.
What time, ma'am?
Anytime 7 to 9.
Okay.
Sunday evening 7 to 9. Or if it is not possible, you all meet up on Sunday morning and finish the class. I will do it. We have to do only 110 verses up to March. And I have completed up to 30.
Yeah.
I will complete by March this chapter. So even if I don't turn up, you help yourself. If I turn up, we'll look into it. Okay?
I think 7 to 9 should not be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jai Jinendra.
So we'll do it. Okay. Take care. Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai
Thank you.
Jinendra, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.